This is going to be another video that a lot of you laugh at. How to double space a paper. Mr. Ingham, I know how to double space paper. I've been using Microsoft Word since I was a zygote. Well, that's all well and good, but there are some people that don't know how to do this. Plus, I'm going to provide a little rationale for why you double space a paper. Why is it important to double space, aside from just sheer formatting and because the man says you have to? There are other reasons that double spacing is an absolute necessity. So let's take a look at a paper that isn't double spaced, okay? If you look at this paper, fine, it's got most of the things that you need. It's in a boring font, size 11. It's got the running header up at the top, Kirchhoff 1. Okay, the running header looks good. It's got a heading. The heading's a little bit off. It's got a title, which is great. But notice how compact the text is. Notice how everything is kind of mushed together. It's not easy to read. It's not easy to criticize. For example, if I were to start criticizing things, I were to start putting notes in, now it gets even worse because the content becomes so clustered together that you don't know how to deal with any of this. Okay, it's just, it makes not having something double spaced makes it more difficult to read. And if something is more difficult to read, the instructor is likely, not always, but likely to react negatively to it. And why would you want to hand in a paper where somebody's going to react negatively? I mean, you're almost better off, handing in something that's kind of right rather than just all clustered together where the person's not gonna deal well with it. It's important to double space, suffice it to say. So how do you do it? Well, first of all, let me get these comments out of here. Delete all comments. First thing I'm going to do is I am going to control all. I am going to make sure that everything in here gets double spaced because MLA style says everything should be double spaced. And you go to the Home tab and you click on this little corner right here to see the paragraph dialog box. You go down to spacing. Both of those should be 0 point before and after. Some people leave it to auto, but auto can sometimes leave extra space that you don't need. You want to make sure that you're not overspacing, because if you overspace, it's going to look like you're trying to hide something, like you wrote too little and you want to extend it. That classic, 24-point font. Look at how much I wrote, mister, when you didn't write much. Basically, you go line spacing, double, done. Whole thing's double spaced. It's easier to read. It's more accessible. Positive attitude. I love it. Double spacing.